Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how I made Harley Sawyer, or known as the Doctor. He is actually one of my favorite characters, just letting you guys know. Now, back to the video. Okay, I'm going to show you one of the patterns, just only two, the rest of it he's just easy. I can show you in a little bit, but he's not too hard to do. Not as hard as the prototype. Whew. He wasn't so hard, but he still was not easy. So let's get into it. His height is exactly at 20 inches, I think. And now get to the plushie. First pattern is just this. It's just a cube box. Yeah, he's just a cube box. If you actually want me to measure how big his head is, just give me 1 minute. There you go. And there you go. So that's pretty much how big one of these has to be, and you just do this cube piece in the front for this piece because we'll actually get to that in a minute. But you just want to make two of these for the front. You just want to make this one whole piece, and then you want to cut this piece out of the paper. I hope this makes sense. And you're just gonna make this piece out of the same stuff as I'm gonna pop up a video right here. I mean, not video, but picture here. What I used for the prototype and him for his face. It's like a piece of cardboard. I can't think of what it's called. It's thicker than cardboard. But that's what I use. You just want to make one cube. You want to make you want to make 4 and then 6. I did this wrong. You need 6, I think. 6 all together. You just measure them right, and you just put them all together. And I thought, make a 7th, but the 7th one is not a whole cube. You just don't, like I said, you just don't make this piece right here. And you're gonna glue it to the front, and it's gonna give that TV shape. Now, but you're gonna take this piece, and you're gonna make how many eyes you want for him. So, he has 1, 2, 3 eyes. Well, 4 eyes altogether. But let me show you something. What I usually do is on the back too, for all his eye expressions, I guess you can call them, or his screens or whatever you can call them. And you just measure that. And the thing is, if you do it right, if this piece is sticking out, you should have this whole hollow piece. Do you see it, like where it's inside? And you can leave this, if you measure them right, you just slide this piece in. And, let me grab these. And look. His eye ain't don't pop out. They're in there. And they don't take very much to take out. You just they just pop out, and you can just change your eye of how you want it. It's not too hard, and it's pretty easy. Like, I would maybe recommend you put like a piece, like a clear, shiny piece, so you can lift up and then put it in here, because to give that shiny TV look. But after that, to his emptiest body, where it has no detail. This is his whole body. You just don't make 2 of these. You just don't sew them together. Kind of similar to the prototype. It's just one solid piece. Like eventually, I might go back and add some more detail on him. I just didn't do that because a lot of his detail went into his arms, which we'll get into in a minute, and most of his face. His face was mostly the hardest part of this whole thing. But yeah, use like 2 of these and leave a little gap, and just stuff with fluff and everything, and there you go. You got his body, and you just put a little neck. I guess you could add a little neck, or you can do it however, and you just glue it on there, and it shouldn't go nowhere. Hot glue it. Like I said, if you want to do hot glue, you have hot glue strings all over the place. But now I want to show you how I did his arms. Right. His arms are just very similar to the prototypes, almost the same. Just 2 pipe cleaners put together. And yes, I just used them and I coated them black. I think it kind of gives his arm this like rusty look, which I kind of like. Gives him like the rusty look, like he's been down in the factory for a long time, and kind of got the robotic thing. I know there's not very much detail, but the hands, I like the hands. So it's just done the very same way. You just don't take a just make a little square, and you're gonna take 5 pipe cleaners, or this is 1, and pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna glue them onto each side like this, and you're gonna take another piece and copy that square, and you're gonna glue it on top of that, and you should have this solid little piece where it shouldn't do nothing. Hello. That's what I was saying. Hold on. Okay. And yeah, that's mostly it. You just glue 2. You usually take 2 pipe cleaners, loop them together, and then just add the detail you want on. Which this one's just 1, but I would recommend doing 2 to make his arm look thicker. This is done the same way. It's just I think no, maybe there is. Is there? No, not on this arm, but for some reason I did on this arm. But here, you can see it with the red and brown. I ran out of 2 browns, so I had to use the red. So it kind of looks a little weird, but I don't think it's too bad. Like I said, it's just done the same way, pretty much just color in black, and same way as his arm. It's literally the same way. And then his legs are just glued on. Now his feet are like his feet. They're literally done the same way as this thing, but the reason how his feet stand up is just, this piece is a short piece of felt, and the bottom of it is just a long piece, and you just pull the bottom piece and you glue it here, and it gives that feet look. And this is just 3 pipe cleaners glued together, making them look like sharp toes. And these are a little messed up, but they can be fixed. That's the good thing about pipe cleaners, you can pull them. But and then the cloak, which I know it's messy, but I kind of like it. The cloak is just pieces of felt glued on top of each other until you get the right shape you want it, and that's pretty much what he is. He's not too hard to make, to be honest. He's kind of one of the easier plushies I have made. Definitely not as hard as the prototype. Like I said, the prototype was unbelievable. Like the prototype was not hard at all. He was not really hard. He was just more, I guess you can say, like, confusing in a way. He wasn't really hard. Everything just kind of fell together perfectly. I did the head down to his body, down to his robotic parts, and it was lined up perfectly. It was not too hard. It was actually really easy to do. And he wasn't too bad either. But like I said, and then after you get on the body, you'll make, like I said, 4 of these. And how I did his eyes, which I kind of really like. This is the older. Well, hold on. Follow me on TikTok. You guys might have seen this icon looks a little different than these, and that's because this is an older one. This is an older eye. And these are the newer ones. I made the newer ones, and these are made out of marker. I literally just took a picture from Google. I literally got mostly all the eyes. I think I got all of them, and just gave the shape and just took some black and some blue and just left some gaps and just made it look staticky. It's kind of hard to explain how I did it. I might eventually make a video how I did it, maybe like a short video, but it ain't too hard, to be honest. You just need the right colors and everything, and it gives off the right sort of look. Like this eye right here is my favorite. There you go, that looks way better. I like this eye. This eye makes him look really good. Like I said, he's not like the best, but I like him. Now if I had to rank him, he's probably like maybe a 6 out of 10. Like I think I could have did better on it, but I don't think I did too bad. Now, to ready for that plush, he stands. Oh, let me grab. There you go. That's how tall he stands. But yeah, he's not like giant. He's kind of a little taller than he's almost as tall as the prototype. Hold on. And here he is next. Wait, let me make sure he's on his toes. Alright. That's how big he is to the prototype. Like I said, I wish I did make the prototype maybe a little taller. But if you watched the video, if you actually like this guy, go check out my last video I made. I showed you how I made him and everything. He wasn't too hard to make. He was just a little strange. He had like weird proportions and everything. Like I said, but I think I like him. Well, I like him. Like I said, I think I could do a little better, but he still came out really good. I think he looks really good as the Doctor. If you guys seen him on TikTok, I actually made a video about him. a conversation together. If you want to go see that, go check it out on my TikTok. Might show you what my TikTok looks like up here in the corner. But yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think that's mostly everything. But like I said, just copy the pattern, and you should have a pretty good looking, Dr. Plush. Like I said, his head ain't plushy. It's just a hollow box, like a TV. And like him, he's just all this is hollow, plush, hollow, just swapped, box, hollow, plushy. They're not really too hard to make. When it gets right down to it, they're not really too hard to make. I think the hardest is probably Catnap, which I'm still working on. Which he will get his own video, like this. But that'll be eventually. And yeah. Leave in the comments if you like the prototype better or the Doctor better. And tell me if you guys would like me to do a review or how I made another plushie or anything, if I have by this point, on my TikTok or anything like that. A plushie that I have shown that you guys are wondering how I made, well, post it in the comments and I will show you how, well, tell you how I made it. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you like him, go check out his video. And yeah, I love all the support you guys gave me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, and I really appreciate it. It helped me out a lot. So yeah, and if there's anything I did not go over with him, leave in the comments down below too, and I'll probably post a TikTok video or a short of how I did that certain part of him, that part of him that I didn't show. But except that, I think that's it, guys. And enjoy your day. I hope you guys have a good weekend. And bye.